And folks, I got a question for you. Why is it every time one of these Republican scumbags are out there hating on the gay community, they end up being a criminal or a pedophile or some other deviant, worthless piece of crap? Let me introduce you to Joseph Harding. Joseph Harding here, he was the sponsor of Florida's Don't Say Gay bill. And if you aren't familiar with that's the bill that old Tiny D was so proud of. He went running around, and Disney at one point said, yeah, hey, we don't want anything to do with that. That's not us, man. So Tiny D attacked Disney and took over Reedy Creek and made it a tourist, Reedy Creek being the area that Disney managed, where Disney World is located. He took that away from Disney, giving Disney a real break. I mean, they actually ended up on the winner's side of that. Made it a tourist district and put a bunch of nutballs in there to run it, contributors, and this crazy ass pastor that thinks tap water makes you gay. I'm not kidding. I mean, his words out of his mouth, tap water makes you gay. You know, these are the kind of people that surround, Ron, Tiny D, DeSantis, pudding fingers. These are the folks that are attracted to him. Josh Harding just pled guilty. They didn't even have to convict him in trial. He just said, yeah, I did it. You got me. Because it was all on paper. Pled guilty to wire fraud, money laundering, making false statements. He's looking at 35 years, folks. We'll know when he gets sentenced, but he's looking at 35 years. Why is it always these criminals that are out there attacking the gay community? Well, we know why. It's to distract from their own criminality, their own moral failures. They've got to give somebody an enemy to be mad at. But everywhere you look, these people. Everywhere you look, these people are like that. Every single time they come out and they attack the LGBTQ community, they end up being just disgusting like this. And not just this, folks. This is not just the bad side of it for them. This whole don't say gay thing has blown up all over Tiny D. He's screwed, man. He ran his mouth about Disney, and he was just going to put Disney in their place, and yada yada yada. He's put the state of Florida in the world of hurts, because Disney, that district owed, I think, $700 million plus. Disney's off the hook for that. Before Tiny D ran his mouth, Disney didn't have to. That was just, they wanted their district to function. They had to pay those bills. Now it's on the state. But old Tiny D, he and his little crazy pastor were saying how they were just going to put Disney in their place. Well, folks, let me give you some idea how well that's going. Disney, much to their credit, they brought Bob Iger back. Bob Iger's a knife fighter, man. He is not to be screwed with. He is a hard-ass CEO. He took old Tiny D and had a meeting with him and told him, make my day. He really did. Old Tiny D went out and ran his mouth and said, hey, we're gonna, we got Disney kowtowed. We brought them to heel. So Disney just announced that they're gonna hold a world summit for LGBT workers' rights at Disneyland. I love a guy that's got balls. I really do. What's old Tiny D gonna do? Josh Harding resigned. He resigned immediately, trying to keep this from blowing up all over the Republican Party. But you see how well that worked. Stealing COVID-19 relief funds, filing false applications, paying off credit cards. Mr. Don't Say Gay himself. Yeah, folks. Vote blue. Vote blue. Republicans are nothing but just nasty, corrupt, morally bankrupt individuals. Always have been. Always will be. They used to be an opposition party, played like a broken record. They're not even that anymore. I mean, Jesus Christ. Vote blue, folks. Hit the subscribe button. Do it right now. Statistics show that about 30% of you haven't done it. We're about to cross the 1 million threshold. That's a big deal. Doesn't hurt you in any way. It's free. All it does is helps us with the algorithm, and when you log into YouTube, it lets you know when we've got new videos out, lets you go directly to us. So hit that subscribe button. This is Old Texas Paul out. Y'all have a wonderful day.
Lock him up! Indictment season is upon us. Celebrate with the new Indictment Season t-shirt and v-neck exclusively at store.MeidasTouch.com.